Bar Group, raising the bar in real estate. Your Lake Highlands, Lakewood, Preston Hollow pros. You can find them at thebargroup.com. Unparalleled customer service for your real estate needs. The Bar Group. You're not supposed to hear you.
Just tune me out.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. My name is Curtis Reese. I'm your host here at the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese. We do have a YouTube channel. We're on Spotify. We're on Amazon and all that good stuff. Please subscribe to the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, and that'd be awesome. But today's guests are two people I've known for a long time. One is a staple here in Dallas-Fort Worth for tennis and pickleball. The other is a small business owner who's a pickleball legend who's starting her own company. Welcome Tim Barnard and Lauren Spelman. Hi, how are y'all? There's Lauren. Hi,
Great.
Lauren.
Good to be here.
Yes,
See?
thanks for having us.
All right, so there's Timbo. How you doing, bro?
Good.
Well,
Be better.
you couldn't be better. No kidding. Well, glad you guys came in. So let's talk about the way of pickleball. Let's start with your dad. How'd you get started? What, where, when, why? And go for it.
You know what's funny, Curtis? When I was growing up as a kid, we played like a version of pickleball. Like in the gym, we loaded up these big, long benches and had little wooden paddles and had wiffle balls.
Yeah.
And so little did I know that this would become like a form of pickleball.
Really?
And so it was just kind of a fun activity that we did as a kid during the summertime. Also, obviously, with tennis. And then, you know, I think I had said something to you.
You did?
7 or 8 years ago. I said, hey, Curtis, by the way, this pickleball deal is going to be huge. And you said, really, Tim? I don't know.
You said, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it and say it. I remember that. Yeah, you did say that. It was like 2016 or 15, whenever that TCD pickleball thing went on or something like that.
This is going to take over. It's the fastest growing sport in America, and you just shook your head at that point.
Hey, I'll be the first to admit that was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That was before all the hell I went through to get here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so, you know, through COVID and such, set up temporary courts in our little cul-de-sac and played with neighbors and had fun with that. And, you know, Lauren got interested in that, and she'll tell you that she just loves racket sports and always had. She didn't really have a choice growing up.
Yeah, well, you're a good player, too. Lauren, what do you think right there?
So I got started with pickleball, obviously. My dad introduced it to me during COVID, playing in the cul-de-sac. And being a tennis player, my social life really revolved around tennis and the leagues. And when pickleball came into play, I realized I could play pickleball with all my friends that don't necessarily know tennis. And so just the ease of entry that pickleball allowed for that, it was a hit right away.
Yeah. And this is, and we're talking with Lauren Spelman. It's Lauren Barnard Spelman, and then Tim Barnard's her father. We're talking about the game of pickleball here in Dallas, Texas. So let's go to it. Tim is the director. Tell us what you do at Frets and kind of your background real quick.
Well, my background has been mainly tennis my whole life. That's where I met Curtis, by the way, back in
1993.
Yeah, and he could probably talk more about that later. But in any case, I'm the adult director at Frets Tennis Center. And by the way, that's where I started my whole tennis career.
And kind of tell our listeners and our viewers what Frets is.
Frets is a municipal public facility based in Dallas off of Hillcrest and Beltline Road. It's composed of, we used to be 15 tennis courts. Now there's 13. Actually, there'll be 12 tennis courts because they're turning 2 more courts into pickleball.
Oh, really?
There's just a need, and so there'll be a total combined 12 pickleball courts that are lined and ready to go.
So and again, we're speaking with Tim Barnard, director of adult activities and stuff at Frets Tennis Center, which is my facility, public facility here in Dallas. Tell us what your thoughts are. You were the Jack Newman. You were with all the tennis academies. You watched them all grow. What do you see? Like, do you see a comparison of tennis and pickleball, or what do you see kind of one or two differences between the two?
Well, luckily enough, I had some really good mentors when I first got into the business of tennis. Jack Newman and Joe Dinifer. I know you had Joe on the show not too long ago, and several others that were good to me, and I learned a lot from, and kind of took off from there.
I remember.
You know, I've always had a love for tennis and racket sports.
Mhm.
Obviously, love ping pong, racquetball, anything that had a racket and a ball.
Yep.
You know, tennis and pickleball are quite different from each other, and I really feel like more tennis players would enjoy the sport of pickleball if they just took it as being a different type of sport.
That's so nice to say, man. It really is.
Because you can't really go out there and you can use some of your tennis skills but when push comes to shove, it gets messy at the net, and if you try to do a right.
Someone's getting tattooed. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Lauren, what's your thoughts on pickleball? I know I watched you grow up playing tennis here and there. So, what do you feel about it? What do you see with your dad? Your dad and I are old guys, or he's young. I'm old. You're young. What do you see with like the people that come into and tell us about your endeavor right now? What you're doing? Go with it.
Yes. So I own North Dallas Pickleball Co., and we have temporary pickleball courts that we can put down anywhere. So we do corporate events, private parties, fundraisers, you name it, we can bring the pickleball literally to you. As far as the trajectory of pickleball and tennis, I like how pickleball is literally hitting every single age group. So we've done events with kids and charities, and you've got 5-year-olds over there wanting to play ping pong. And then you also have your older generation and everything in between. So I don't see that as much with tennis, or I don't see as much generations playing with each other. So with pickleball, I see 5-year-olds playing with their grandmothers.
Oh boy, that's
so
all right. Yeah.
That's the difference that I see mainly with pickleball.
And kind of divulge a little bit into your company. Kind of let us know where it started and like who's your partner with. Name drop some people to help you. Just go with that.
Yes. So I started a couple months ago, and the original idea was, of course, like everyone else, I wanted to build a facility. Looked into 20,000 square foot spaces.
Yeah,
7 years ago.
Yes.
I know, you're right on that.
Yeah, obviously, he was in my ear the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
And I finally found a product where we could move everywhere. And obviously, being in Dallas-Fort Worth, there's concrete everywhere.
Yeah.
And I just kept looking at these empty parking lots. And I kept thinking, why can't we just put pickleball right there? Why can't we just play it right there? So that's kind of where the idea came from. And then I waited forever for my courts to come in. My courts finally came in, and then we just took off.
Who'd you get? What company did you get? Did you get the courts from, or that you're working with, or do you want to talk about with that?
Yes. So I have 2 pickle rolls, which I really like.
What's a pickle roll?
Pickle roll. It's the best way I describe it is if you think of your silicone baking sheets.
Yes.
It's a silicone baking sheet with the material of a quart sprayed on top.
Ah.
So they're little 4x4 pieces, and you tape them all together.
Wow.
And you've got a tennis court, or not a tennis court, a pickleball court.
What did you call it?
I'm not repeating that.
Tim. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah. And
That's.
then I have 2 other courts.
All right. Well, let's do with
it. By
it.
the way, they play great.
Do they?
I mean, they're professional pickleball courts. They're
very good,
approved, and they're wonderful courts.
The ball bites pretty good and does not too.
They're
Okay.
Great.
Well, good.
Great.
Well, all right. Well, so what we'll do now is we'll talk about the game of pickleball. What do you like to play? I'll go with Tim first. Do you like to play singles or doubles or mixed, or do you like to play it all, or what's a preference?
Well, I grew up playing singles, and I could say that I was a decent singles player.
I've seen you play singles. You were good.
But my true love is doubles, whether it be tennis, pickleball, anything.
Sure.
I just feel like there's more tactics involved, more fun. Love to play the net.
Yes,
and
you did.
Doubles is where it's at for me.
You like the doubles? You played mixed or no? Played mixed yet?
Well, I played with Lauren and my wife. You know.
There you go. Well, Jennifer, she's tough, so I won't know. She's scary, man.
Yeah,
she's too
so
competitive. All right.
No, ideally doubles.
There you go. Okay, Lauren, you play singles, doubles, mixed. Do you care, or what do you like?
I mainly, just because of league play around the area, I mainly stick to doubles.
Sure.
However, I don't mind playing singles. It's fun because
different mantra.
Yeah, very different.
He's a little younger than I am, so
yeah, I can move a little bit better.
Shut up.
Hey.
It's all right. All right. So, okay, well, let's go to this now. Let's go to brand of pickleball. I Head sent me a nice little deal with a few months back, a player package. I don't know what you use, or I use whatever. What do you use, Tim?
Currently, I use the Head product. I don't know if you can see
that. There we go. Yeah, see?
Doug Kruger.
Yes, sir. He's coming on.
Tennis.
Amazing.
Pickleball. Amazing guy. Known him for quite some time. He'll take care of you.
What's your favorite paddle you like? I like those new, what's in my bag? The new the raw paddle.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet.
Sweet.
But yeah.
Okay, Lauren, what you got?
I'm not picky either. Mm-hmm. I will say I did a custom order with Tangerine Paddle.
Let's look at them. Let's see them.
They have an amazing graphic designer, and they were very, very easy to work with. So I think this is a really good paddle for beginners, and they do beautiful work too.
Wait.
So if you're just getting into it, I recommend Tangerine, and they have really fun, cool designs, and the owners are great.
Who are they? You can name drop them.
Yes. So it's Taylor. It's him and his wife that run it.
What's their last name?
And Llewellyn.
There we go. Taylor and his wife Llewellyn.
Yep.
For Tangerine paddles.
Last name Llewellyn. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, cool. So let's talk about endeavors so far. What's your favorite memory, Tim, so far? Dating back to whenever we first started discussing the TCD thing, and I brought them on in the spring, and they talked about that. What's a fun memory you have? You played a chicken pickle in Kansas City, where you're from, or what's up?
Well, I mean, every time I play is a good memory.
Good.
And so, whether it be, tennis, pickleball, I just enjoy getting out there in the sun and having some fun.
Yeah.
And, I think probably some of the best, funnest times I've had playing pickleball is in my cul-de-sac, actually.
There you go, man. Cul-de-sac pickleball in Plano, baby. Plano, Texas.
That's right.
Well, what you got?
Favorite memory. So I like introducing people to the sport, so it's just been really fun to get specific friends hooked on it. Mm-hmm. And then as far as the business goes, it's been really neat to see the kids.
Oh, yeah, the kids.
The kids love it. And it's something that you kind of think about in the back of your mind, but then when you have all your equipment out there and the kids are loving it, we did a charity event a couple weeks ago, and we were able to put a court down on Globe Life Field.
Oh, that's that. Tim told me that, and so did Charles Robb. They both told me that. Thank you, Charles.
And
how was that?
It was so cool. And the guy whose charity it was, he came over. He goes,
"What charity was it?"
It was what's it called? Sandlot Children's Charity.
Thank you, Sandlot Children's Charity.
Yes, and it's for kids with disabilities. And the man, he came up and he's like, "Man, my nephew is obsessed with pickleball, and he's so excited to come here tonight and play." And lo and behold, like 5 minutes into the event, we're like, "Yep, that's it."
No
right
way,
there
dude. That's so good.
It's just neat to see all the kids.
It's each event, seeing the kids play.
Yes.
You know what's funny about that, though, too? Originally, when pickleball started to become popular here, they were talking about, oh, well, this is just for baby boomers, and nobody else will really like this sport, and I'll be darned if we don't have camps at Fretz. And
that's so good you have that, man.
And the kids love it, and it's just a fun activity for all the kids. Gets them involved, get the exercise going, and hey, it's great.
So going about that, so Tim, do you have any like events coming up you want to talk about, or anything you want to tell viewers and listeners about?
Mainly right now, I worked at Fretz. However, I'm encompassed by a contractor for impact activities here in Dallas, and they run the courts in McKinney, and they have some indoor courts. I believe they were the first in Texas to offer the indoor pickleball courts. And at Fretz, where I'm at, they offer a once-a-month tournament that is currently going on.
Okay.
And, as we get the courts down at Fretz, there'll be more and more activity, whether it be lessons, leagues.
Or just bat mixers and stuff like that. Then they could probably, okay. So, Lauren, anything you got coming up?
Yes. So next year I have a lot of corporate events, so a lot of private events, but hopefully I'll have some public events soon. I'll keep you posted on that.
Well, that's good. Well, our next segment is going to talk about you guys. It's going to talk about where you're from or what you're doing and kind of where you've been. So Tim, we'll start with you. Where are you from? You think I know we're from the same state, aren't we, Kansas?
We're from KC, baby. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Swiftie.
Swiftie.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
I'm kidding. Actually, you know, loved Kansas City Chiefs. Following them my whole life. Originally from there, moved here as a kid.
How long have you been here in Dallas?
Since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
So grew up playing baseball and kind of stumbled upon racket sports in the park, and took hold of that and loved it so much that I quit baseball, which my parents were not real happy about. But in any case,
that's your story.
Loved racket sports and played, and I haven't stopped since.
No. So, Lauren, where are you from? You just got married, I think, right, a couple years ago, or tell us your backstory.
Yeah, so I grew up here in Dallas, and I grew up on the tennis court every single day. We were talking earlier how my dad had me out in like a playpen. At Pharaoh's.
That's when I met him. In a playpen running around.
Yeah, so most
at
of my
tournaments, a lot of tournaments too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of my childhood was focused around tennis, and I played my freshman year of school.
As at Pierce, right? Did you guys go to Pierce?
Yeah. Went to Pierce, and then went to school, business degree, supply chain, sales, all that, and then it just reached the point where it's time to start something new. So
that's the only way it
something
starts.
that she loves too.
Well,
so
you know that.
I'm happy about that.
That's you and her mom's fault, dude. Whatever. So now let's go to our last segment, which is called In the Kitchen. It's kind of where people get to know about you all and what you like, what you don't like. Like I came in jamming to Lord Huron, which is a band from Michigan. I talk about them a lot, and they has a song called "Not Dead Yet" off their new album. So I was cranking that up. So what were you cranking up on the way in here, Tim and Lauren? Tim, you can go first. What are you cranking when you're ready to rock and roll, baby?
Obviously, when I'm by myself, I like the classic rock.
There you go.
That's my go-to. Since I have to entertain some of the younger groups, I will turn on
some freaking house prog.
Something like that, yeah. So I just go with the flow.
Just go with the flow in the music?
And do it, you know.
What about you? Don't say Taylor Swift. Don't say Taylor Swift. Don't say Taylor Swift.
Wow,
no, she'll say
took
Britney Spears.
No! Just kidding. No, we jamming to?
It really just depends.
So if you're in a bad mood, you jam to like AC/DC or something?
I could, yeah. My shuffle playlist on Spotify is like anything from 70s music to Taylor Swift to.
There you go. That's all right.
So it really just depends.
Just depends on the mood. All right.
Yep.
All right. My favorite movie I just got through watching with my pops. John Wick's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all there is to it. It's just all there is to it. Well, 2's kind of boring. 3 and 4 is really good. 4 is like, what do you think?
My favorite movie?
Well, you go all time or what you just watch, whatever you like.
I don't, I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of sports. Obviously. Okay. I watch the 4 majors, and I've watched some pickleball on TV. That's my kind of
That's your kind of day.
I do like some of the sitcoms. Well, actually, it was a series, Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah. See, yes. That's a good one. That's a good one.
To this day, I still like to watch Wizard of Oz.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the last part of In the Kitchen. But so think of something else weird.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right, Lauren, what you got?
My favorite movie is The Holiday.
The Holiday?
Yeah, I don't really watch a ton of movies. And it is.
Who's in there? Is that with Jude Law and like Jack Black and all? Okay.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz.
Oh yeah.
And then just seasonal. I love The Santa Claus. Watching it back as an adult with Tim Allen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It's so much better watching it as an adult because you catch all the little jokes.
I never heard that about Tim Allen's Santa Claus.
Yeah, very good.
See,
it's
that's
old.
what we keep doing.
It's an older movie, but
that came out when I think I was in college, maybe.
94.
I was in college. All right. Well, so let's go to another segment. Favorite sports team? I have the Stars, the Mavs, and the Chiefs. I was born in Topeka. And my wife went to Tech, so I've been a Chiefs fan since I met him 30 years ago. So it's the truth. I'm not a bandwagon. You, brother, favorite teams, and the Rangers, obviously.
Kansas City Chiefs,
there you go.
Texas Rangers, there you go. Dallas Mavericks,
World Series zone,
and the Stars.
Stars,
obviously. Yeah,
they're kicking some butt.
So
you didn't say the Chiefs.
Dose. I did first.
You did? Oh, did he?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Can't forget that.
I got scared there for a second.
At the top of the list.
Lauren, favorite sports teams?
I mean,
it can be any sports you want.
I'm a Dallas girl through and through, so all Dallas.
All of Dallas. There you go. Okay, let's talk to pets. We have a Labradoodle named Chief. I did not name him. The boys did. I kind of named him, but they got to choose the final word. And we got Chief, and then we got Gus, who's a Havanese little dog that he's nuts. We adopted him from my parents. Tim, he's got those crazy. What are those things called? Don't tell me. What do they call it? Chelsea's.
We have like a mixed dog,
Yes.
half lab, half white Pyrenees, half terrier, half whatever.
Yeah.
And his name is Augie, and Augie likes to sleep 22 hours a day and get up and eat and go back to sleep.
That's the best kind of. He's like his dad. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. You know that.
Hey,
I'm like that too.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I have a little mutt. Her name is Charlie, and we call her the Coyote because she's the most agile rat killing machine. She is fast, she is quick, and we don't know.
It's
where
like
it
your
comes
dad's
from,
volley hands. I'm
so-
telling you.
Yeah, well, you should-
Dad's got good. No, you shut up. All right, so this is my favorite part of the segment, of this In the Kitchen segment we're doing here on the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese. I'm here with Tim Barnard, Dallas DFW tennis pro savant, seriously, and a former mentor of mine. I've learned a lot from him. I have. And Lauren Barnard Spelman with one L.
Yes.
Right?
1L.
Okay, so what's something weird about you? You think that people be like, I'm not going to talk to that person again. Just something weird or something like that person's so crazy. I'll tell you what mine is, okay? I have just started watching. If you can get mad at me all you want. I've never watched Friends.
Really?
Never watched Friends.
What about The Office?
I've never watched. I've watched bits and pieces, but I want to watch Friends back to back. I don't know if I could do it though. It's like 30 seasons.
God, at least.
Okay. Well, I've never seen Friends. I've seen tips, but that's my weird thing. What you got, Timbo? You're a cook, so talking about something. Cookie's an amazing cook, by the way.
Yeah, well, obviously I love to cook, and that's kind of my downfall. But
Shut up.
what the heck? I love to do it. I like to.
Any weird dish you make that people might be like, "What is that?" I don't know.
I make it all. I
Yeah, you
can
do.
make enchiladas or veal parmesan or anything you like.
All right. You guys are coming back for open play in a few weeks. So weird things cooking, or you related to me, or we're buddies, or what?
Say that again.
Nothing. I'm just mumbling. I'll get that edited out.
Yeah.
Something weird about you.
Weird? I don't know something weird about me, but well,
That you like or
kind
something
of
you-
a little bit, and it strains from him.
Of
And
course.
it's weird about him.
That goes
too.
without saying, Lauren.
course.
He
It's just
he
slow.
has about 20 turtles in his backyard.
That's not you. That's him.
That's him.
Why didn't you say that, Tim?
Okay, so what's
What are you
weird-
trying to make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
So I was always
30?
weird
Yeah.
when I was at University of Arkansas. They have the turtles
Sweet.
up there.
What?
So all my friends would make fun of me because I'd see a turtle on the side of the road and I'd say, "Go get the turtle, get the turtle! I have to bring it back home." So that's something weird about me. I was always a weird turtle.
She's a
girl
turtle
that
saver.
Yeah,
Because
she'll
of him.
be inheriting some here
No.
before.
doesn't happen.
She's got a husband. I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
All right.
no.
Well, hey, look. I'm. How can you be reached, Tim? If somebody watches this or listens to it on Spotify or iTunes or whatever,
I'm easy
and they
to
want a
be
job,
reached.
they want to work with you at that ESD or whatever you're doing
You
now.
never know.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, I like to keep myself marketable.
Mhm.
I love pickleball. I love tennis. I can be reached at Fretz Tennis Center.
Phone number.
You can email me, tennisprotim@gmail.com or timb@impactactivities.com. And I also have an ESD email, but I think 2's enough.
Yeah, he's a busy man. Lauren, how do people get in touch with you?
Yes, so I'm on Instagram and Facebook. It's
I followed you, I believe.
Yes,
I did. I followed
North
him.
Dallas Pickleball Co. And then you can email me at Lauren@North Dallas Pickleball Co. It's LAUREN. Or you can call or text me. My number is 214-709-5327.
I also had one more thing to add.
Yes, sir.
Is I'm on Facebook also.
There you go.
Total Tennis Addicts. And, click on it, become a member.
Mhm.
We talk mostly tennis, but we're talking a little bit of pickleball too.
Hey, well.
Mainly North Dallas Pickleball Company. But hey,
There you go. I can be reached at curtis@reeseracketsports.com or 972-896-1533 for pros and sponsors, or just want to do an event, want to have us there. Just email me or text me at that. And I really appreciate you guys coming in. And anything else you want to say? Nothing?
Well, you want to talk about how we met, Curtis?
On that note, we're going to go out. See ya. I don't want to scare people off, Tim. I know it was. It's still recording, by the way.
I need to hear this story.
No. Never.